folks. This is Poet to Poet. I'm Robert Dunn. I get the host, and it's going to be one of those wild and woolly shows today because we have the Acoustic Poets Network, or at least the three mainstays of them. They include Paula Curci, Carroll, yes, that is her real name, folks, and Zoe Jade Austin. And they're as exciting a trio as I've come across in quite a long time. It's not often I get to date three women at once, but as Groucho Marx once said, I hate to see a girl walk home alone. Before we get into that, into this lovely trio, I'm going to do a little poem that ought to set the tone and keep everybody calm and in line and that sort of thing. It's called Sawing a Woman in Half. Old tricks are best, and simple ones. Why knock myself out? I'm not getting paid, you know, and Ziegfeld is not in the audience tonight. But if you insist on a demonstration of my infamous sawing a woman in half routine, well, all I can say is that we are definitely out of the, hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat class here. Sawing a woman in half takes concentration, preparation, perspiration. A whalebone corset doesn't hurt either in case something misaligns itself within the mechanisms of the lacquered magic box you use to perform the trick. And don't ever buy your lacquered magic box in any establishment nestled within the Secaucus Free Enterprise Development Zone. Pay the sales tax. It's worth it, if only to avoid gray market warranties. Make sure your lovely assistant is supple and really wants at any cost to be in show business to begin with. This avoids and voids abuse suits later on, especially if you can get it in writing, if you can. And most critical, make sure you load your saw with blanks. Okay, time for the ladies.
I don't know, I might get sawed in half if I talk to you too long.
Oh, it depends. Just take it easy and probably nothing will happen. Anyway, we've got Paula Curci here. And I'm going to introduce them, and they'll do a poem, and then we'll just go back and forth and have one of those round robins. Paula Curci is an MS in education, a certified guidance counselor. Lord, the poetry circuit sure needs a bunch of them, I can tell you. Co-authored a curriculum manual entitled Oasis on a serious inner search. What were you searching for exactly?
Well, in all seriousness, it's a manual for counselors and people that are working in a therapeutic situation to work on activities with adolescents to develop their self-esteem.
You work on a youth development program, Learning and Understanding Through Video, otherwise known as?
Love Productions.
Now you're talking.
Yeah,
and what does that do?
I get really ribbed about that a lot because the acronym is LUV. So.
Ah, yes. And,
what it is myself and another colleague of mine at the school, Bart Badalucco. He and I work with a group of adolescents, and we sit with them and we brainstorm about social issues that are very important to them, and try to put together short videos on those issues, and then we share that with the rest of the student body. So
okay.
it's a lot of fun.
You also had a radio show on WBAU at Adelphi University called
Now defunct.
What's the Buzz? Now, this was a quiz show, right?
No.
You'd play various...
It was a call-in talk show.
I thought you played various buzzes and people had to call in and guess what they were.
No.
Yeah.
Would have had copyright problems with that then.
Oh, I see. Okay.
No, that was also on a serious note. We did discussions with agency representatives that worked with young people and talked about preventative issues, alcohol and drug issues, and the like.
Well, we also do poetry issues here too, so it's time for your first poem.
Okay.
That's a cue, yes.
This is called Nakawisha. Taken from a photograph that I saw called Looking Out from the Painted Cave by Edwin Curtis. Looking out from the painted cave in sepia tones of orange and mocha brown, Nakawisha. where men and horses and mountains reside, carved in the malleable, smooth sandstone. Buffalo, buffalo, buffalo skins. Nakawisha, Nakawisha. Looking out from the painted cave in sepia tones of orange and mocha brown, pinyon pines and cedar root formed delicately weaved baskets in full turn, twining, coiled from the sun-dried bare grass and cherry bark. Deer, deer, deer designs. Nakawisha. Nakawisha is a Yakima word from the northwest of the United States.
Which means?
Which means caring for something special.
Well, we'll Nakawisha all the poems today, I think. I used to do cave paintings myself, except I kept bumping my head on the stalactites. I had to give it up. Moving right along, we have Carroll.
Hi.
Hi, Carroll. A relatively new resident of Long Island. She spent most of her life in Connecticut, where she raised 2 children and built her own log cabin, not necessarily in that order.
That's right.
Let's see. Owned the New Chapter New Age bookstore for a while. Designs jewelry for Blue Moon inspired designs. Is that one of your designs up there right now?
Yes, it is.
How'd you happen to come up with that one?
Well,
Yes.
I think these are bits and pieces of things somebody dug up and gave me, and I find things around my travels around the world, or people dig things up for me. Sometimes I beachcomb and just put things together that feel good to me.
Okay, and you spend most of your time between the 2 worlds of the health conscious and the travel minded. Or the health minded and the travel conscious.
Something like that.
Depending on which come first. All right, how about a poem from you then?
Okay. This one's called My Monster, which...
Oh, you flatter me.
I know. It's not you, Robert. It's some other monster. My monster came this week to get me, to take me away from paradise, to pull me from my heaven and make me pay the price. I used to leave with my monster. I'd go there every time. I'd leave in a fit of fury, perhaps, or I'd just commit some crime so I'd know I wasn't worthy, didn't deserve the peace of mind. My monster knows me more than anyone. He's been with me most all my life. I guess he showed up when my mother left. She couldn't be a mother or a wife. My monster thinks I should be that way. He always tries to make me stray. But this time, things are different. This time, I have an ally. I'll face my monster now in battlement. I have strength now. I can rely on my best friends to hold me through the nightmares, walk me through the fears, and talk me through the prayers. So come on, monster, give it your best shot. You show me what you think I am, I'll show you what I'm not. I'm not my mother, not my father's fears. Maybe it's been a long, hard road, but I've lasted all these years and reappeared to conquer. Conquer once and for all. So prepare now, monster. Prepare to fall.
Yes, we've gone from the caves to the falling monster zone.
We're very versatile.
I'll have to put up one of those little yellow diagonal hazard signs just to keep people from Getting on. Okay, Carroll.
Warn
now,
them about us.
And so she doesn't feel left out. We have Zoe Jade Austin over there. Resides in Long Beach with her 2 children and her husband. Not necessarily in that order. And let's see, spent time in Northern California working as a flight attendant. Attending those flights, which gave you the opportunity to quench your thirst for travel.
Yes, it did.
Now, Zoe, fess up. Is it totally quenched?
No, never be totally quenched.
She is currently working in the freight forwarding industry besides writing poems. Well, she could forward my freight anytime.
Oh, man.
What an opening for her poem.
Quite so. A DMA teacher. What is a DMA teacher?
DMA is a course in creating. It's where you help people learn how to create what they want in their life through visualization techniques and altering your belief systems that get in your way and prevent you from having the things that you want in your life.
Let's see. You've been in Red Book, too, with the writing.
Yes.
Other things. And working on a chapbook, The Various Tides of Being.
Correct.
Is that a hint of the poetry we're going to get today?
It might very well be.
Okay.
We're going to the ocean now, so.
It's your turn for a poem. So I would have worn my trunks if I'd known.
Now this is trunkless.
We're a little late, folks.
We'll leave that to your imagination.
It's a family
It's a
show.
private swim, actually. Dark, mysterious ocean, vast love potion, gently lapping at my shore. Tease me, please me, I want more. Waves of passion unharnessed and free, stroking my body, playing with me. As if in response to my deepest desire, the salty kisses burn me, a cold, wet fire. The gentle sweeping motion, now an urgent pound, drowning out all sight, all sound. Then I hear my love's fierce roars, pull me under, I am yours. On dark, moist sand, now spent I lie, my lover's mistress I do spy. The moon is jealous of my sensuous ride, believing that she controlled the tide. But his rhythm answers to no one but me, for the ocean is my lover, you see.
Not siggity. If I'd known that was coming, I wouldn't have taken so long to get around to you. In any event, the Acoustic Poets.